up, Star Squad? Momokeas here, and today we're going to be gushing or crushing over a game we beat on stream a while back called Turnip Robs a Bank. This game was released January 18th of 2024 and was developed by Snoozy Kazoo and published by Graffiti Games. Snoozy Kazoo are the absolute legends behind the first Turnip Boy game, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I have done a gush or crush on this game about a year ago. Sidebar, that gush or crush was completed back during a time when I was still trying to find my groove and figure out how I wanted to go about reviewing these indie games. Please, if you watch it, be gentle. Graffiti Games has published other indies alongside Turnip Boy, like Ugly, Eldoran, Creature Keeper, along with many more. This game review is based solely on my experience with this game and is my opinion on said experience. You should not take this review as fact and still give the game a go for yourself. Spoiler warning, in the event I accidentally spoil anything for my fellow Star Warriors, and without further ado, on with the show! This action-based shooter game features Turnip Boy! This is the sequel to the original, and instead of ripping up documents, they laminated them this time around, you are pulling off the ultimate bank heist. You work with the Pickle Gang, a rival gang to the one your father once ran, and their leader, Dilatini. Well, technically, he sits at a desk while you do all the work. You find out through exploring and robbing the bank that this disheveled-looking building belongs to Stinky, and that he is hiding the motherlode of all treasures somewhere deep in his bank. With your dedicated team, Annie, the twins, Robo Raphael, and some guy from the internet, you guys are able to get further and further into the bank, hoping to find this elusive motherlode. The story of this game did a great job fleshing out details that were mentioned in Tax Evasion, but weren't really expanded on. You get a deeper understanding of these characters, their backstories, and the connection between these two games. What I liked most about the story is how it wrapped up some plot points from the first game. The devs took their time in showing us what was happening and allowing us to put the pieces together. I can say that the one character that stood out to me the most was Annie. Not only did I appreciate her commentary on all of the images we showed her throughout the game, but I was low-key called out by a specific set of lines, and now I believe that Annie might be on the spectrum. I can say my favorite thing about the story was that one side quest where you help two berries with their proposal, and not only are both of them women, but one of them is confirmed trans. Representation for the win! For this game, you can use either keyboard and mouse or controller. Originally, I started playing with a controller, but I found the game worked way better when I used the keyboard and mouse. While this game doesn't offer any difficulty settings, I feel this game would fall in the normal difficulty category. There is no multiplayer, this is just a single player game. The one problem I can say that I had with the controls is that for this style of game, keyboard and mouse are superior, in my opinion. However, that doesn't leave the controller players in the dust. The game, in fact, offers loads of accessibility options that could greatly help anyone who is struggling with controller. There are options to change the outlines for the enemies and interactions to make it easier to see who is who, and since this is a shooter game, there is also automatic aim as well as an aim laser. And if your struggle is just a little too real, you can also increase the damage output or even activate God mode. The devs wanted to make this game as playable as possible and even added a little note stating as such. Honestly, that almost made me shed a tear. To follow in line with the Turnip Boy franchise, the game is adorably pixelated. When the characters are speaking, they do pop up on screen so that you can see each sprite in detail. The game only takes place in 3 levels: the tutorial, the hideout, and the bank. The devs did an amazing job filling out each space with minute details, as well as expertly incorporating RNG into the design by adding elevators inside the bank that randomly generate a floor, making this map feel huge in comparison to what you're shown on screen. Speaking of RNG, it was really annoying at times when I was hunting for a specific floor and the elevator would not yield. I was ready to set the whole building ablaze. Oh, there is also a warning for any gamers that have any sort of photosensitivity. The disclaimer is at the start of the game, and I can tell you the main problems will be after you beat each boss. That's where I noticed the most light irritation. Another thing I love about the visuals is the references and representations in the game. The 5 stars at the top of the screen when you run out of time, the trans rock, the back rooms, each and every boss. Similar to the first game, this game is jam-packed with references. The soundtrack in this game had me in a chokehold, and I found myself bopping to each and every song. You unlock songs as you naturally progress in the bank. However, if you want all the tracks, you gotta talk to the DJ in-game and complete his quests. In the game, there's a Spotify-esque app that you can use to switch between the songs, and you can even make your own playlist. Every song was better than the last, and the song that plays during the final boss fight had me gushing so hard. Unfortunately, the soundtrack isn't available for purchase on Steam. However, it is available on YouTube if you want to give it a listen. There are 23 songs in the game, and they range anywhere from about 2 to 3 minutes. Overall, I can say this game is a fantastic addition to the Turnip Boy franchise, and to be honest, if the devs were to end it here, I can say I genuinely feel satisfied with how this one ended. This silly little indie masterpiece was an absolute gush for me, and I hope you guys consider giving it a playthrough for yourselves. After you beat the first one, that is. This game is available on Steam for a solid $15 and is available on Switch and Xbox. Sorry, PlayStation players. This game offers around 4 hours of playtimes if you focus on the main game, and about 6 hours if you go the completionist route. If you've played this game before, let me know. Did you have different opinions than I? Let's open up that conversation. If there are any other indie titles you would like for me to check out, leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for more games to play. If you want to watch me play these indies live, you can check me out at twitch.tv/Momokeas, and all of my other social links are in the description below. The next Gush or Crush is currently undetermined, since we are currently playing 2 indie games at once, and I'm not sure how long it will take to beat either of them. I hope to see you all there, and until next time, be good, shine bright, don't let anyone dim that light, and stay awesome!